What's up, everybody? So we know what time it is. There is a decision point. There is a move that needs to be made one way or another. Our Gilbert's out here saying that we're out here looking like Donna Goodo right now. Legally blind in the markets. We're going to figure out whether we're going up, whether we're going down. If you are here from Twitter, scroll up, hit the follow button. If you're here from YouTube, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, baby. Boom! Bang on that notification bell, throw it from the hip, comment anything that you want in the relevant section. If you want me to look at an altcoin, we'll look at Cardano, we'll look at XRP, we'll look at Solana, we'll look at Bitcoin, we'll look at all the trending stuff, right? We might even get to ETH, right? We're definitely going to look at gold. And if you want me to look at something, just drop it in the comment section. It's not hard. We do this every single day key levels. Every single day we set up the trades. Every single day we tell you what those levels are and what needs to happen in order for those levels to be key levels, in order for them to hold, whether we pump, whether we dump, and whether or not we enter or exit a trade. And if you were here on the stream yesterday, we actually had 7 out of 8 trades that we set up on the previous stream that literally hit. That is a ridiculous, redonkulous, baby, win rate. That's like almost a 90% win rate. We're talking like 85%. And if you know me from Verified Investing's community inside of the Advanced Trader Insights section of their community, you know that I have an over 82% win rate on just gold by itself. And I have an 81+% win rate when you take into account all assets, gold, silver, Bitcoin, whatever it may be. We have an absolutely stellar win rate in there. So without further ado, let's get into it and see where exactly we think that Bitcoin is going to go. So I'm going to do my super handy dandy little transition thing, just like this, right? And we're just going to get into the charts, man. We're just going to get into the charts. So with all that being said, we do have some things that are happening on the chart right now that need to be discussed. They got to be discussed, man, because if something like what could potentially be happening happens, we're going to have people run around here looking like friggin' Ricky Bobby.
Mr. Bobby, come on down here.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah! Help me, Tom Cruise!
Help me, Tom Cruise, with your crazy Scientology magic, man. Ricky friggin' Bobby, everybody. Ricky friggin' Bobby. We love him. Appreciate that guy. Now, first and foremost, we thought that there was about to be a little cup and handy. There is a potential cup and handle on the 1 hour chart for Bitcoin right now. For that Bitcoin, man, that Bitcoin, brother. Yeah, man, yeah. Check this out, man. We got like nice little cup and handle right here, man. If that thing hits, brother, we're gonna go to the moon. Without further ado, let's show you what that cup and handle would potentially look like. It is not the best cup and handle. I do not want people to think that this is like a really good cup and handle, because it is not. But in any case, it could be a cup and handle, and we'll show you. We'll show you. All right, let's get the target on this bad boy. Boom, and let's drag that mug right up here. Bam. All right, so the target on this is probably pretty much point of control. Okay, point of control 96.6. Okay, that's if we get a cup and handle. Obviously, this is not the best cup and handle. What would have been a better cup and handle is if we would have seen this right here, where we went shoo, whoop, and then we came right back up here. There's your cup, and then we started to develop a handle. I don't like this. Okay, I don't like this, and then this being the handle. I don't like that at all. I also don't like the fact that it went like that, right? It's almost like a reverse Adam and Eve pattern. If you know what an Adam and Eve pattern is, it goes like this or something like that. It's like a reverse Adam and Eve. We don't want the reverse Adam and Eve. We want the full one. We want the real one. Give me the real one, right? And there's also no bull flag over here, really. So that kind of sucks. And that's like what kind of rounds out a cup and handle. So is this likely to hit? Not in my opinion, no. I would not be basing any trades on this at all. Let's go and let's save this as 1 hour cup and handle, baby. That a cup and handy. Now, rather quickly, let's do one other thing, okay? And I'm going to go ahead, and you got to give me like 2 seconds to pull this up. But here we go. Where's my PDFs? Boom. Okay. Let's pull it up. I'll show you what a cup and handle is supposed to look like, man. All right. So cup and handle is a bullish pattern. Okay. This is what a cup and handle is supposed to look like, right? Shoo, whoop, right? Just like that. Now, does this look similar, right? Does this right here, this little thingy, does that look similar to what's happening here? Yes. Does it look uniformly awesome? No, it doesn't. So, and again, you know, if you guys like these, you know, I created this for myself, okay? And I know a lot, there's been a couple of dozen people, maybe a dozen people that want these documents. Let me know in the comments section if you want to be able to have access to these documents. I will throw a page up on my website, drewwolfer.com. I'll throw a page up where you can go and download them. I'm not charging anybody for them. These are going to be free. Just tell me that you want them, because if I don't have a bunch of people that want them, then it's not worth my time to go set up the page so that people can download them. We have this document. Obviously, we have other documents too, and I can show you what those are. We've got our candlesticks quick reference guide that's right here, as you can see. Boom, boom. This gives you some really, really high level and key insights into what candlesticks are, what they do, right? Like what massive explanations of the doji, right? Of the doji, you know, whatever, of the hammer candle right here. So if you want these resources, you have to tell me. I'm not just going to throw them up because it takes time to do that. I want to make sure that people actually want it and that they need it, right? That they're cool with it, whatever. Anyways, be that as it is, let's get into the charts, okay? So let's pull a fib. I think we already got the fib pulled from here, but we'll show you what we're talking about. Look at that. The 0.3236 retracement, almost exactly, right? You leveled up. You came down here. You bottomed out at the 0.786, came up to the 0.382, right? Boom, came back down to the 0.5. Boom, came back up to the 0.236, 0.382. Now you're coming back up to the 0.236, right? Okay, we see what's going on here. I see ya. I see ya. Show your system folder. Yeah, totally. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's definitely do that. Anyways, fib retracement tool right here. If you look from the top to the bottom, guess where we went, baby? The 0.618 Fibonacci. Oh man, it's almost like that thing's a magnet and it happens all the time like that, right? Now there was a potential bear flag that was forming here, but it did not hit a bear flag, which is good news for us. Okay. So just know that, and you know, everybody be cool. Everybody be cool, because we really need to claim this. We've never got a confirmation candle above it. Public service announcement. Confirmation candles 101. I'm going to give you a master class on confirmation candles. Why did it reject at the 0.786 fib? Why did it reject at the value area low, right? I'm going to give you confirmation candles 101 right here. Okay. Now, in order for a confirmation of a level being broken to actually be valid, this is what needs to happen. This right here, my friends, if it closes here, would be your breakout candle. Okay. Now, secondarily, there has to be a subsequent candle that follows it that does not, there cannot be any more candles after this one breaks out that close under this level again, right? There has to be a next subsequent candle that closes above the close of this candle that is the breakout candle. That is a confirmation candle. Boom. Then you would essentially enter right here at the back test of this. Boom, bam, bam. And now you are going upwards. That is confirmation candles 101. You're welcome. That is exactly how you confirm actual breakouts, actual breakdowns in a methodical manner. Trading is rules-based. Trading is not guesswork. It is not gambling. You are playing probabilities from a high level. You want 80, 85% probabilities. At the very least, you want 70, 75% probabilities. When you are looking for your entries, for your exits, you want to be making sure that you are looking for those confirmation candles like I just showed you on this chart. And secondarily, you also want to be looking for your bounce and retrace, or your breakdown and then retrace to the scene of the crime, which is whatever level is broken above or below. And that, my friends, is where you would enter and then place your stop loss accordingly under that level if you're longing, or over that level if you are shorting, and previous swing lows and swing highs will be good places for you to place your stop losses. Now, be that as it is. Let's say we break out from this 0.786 or from the, now, let's say that we break out from the 0.618, not the 786, because we still got to come up here to get to the 786, right? Now, here we are. We also have the value area low, which is right above us. So that is going to act as a major resistance, as you can see on these 3 candles over here that could not get through it, and this front ran it, right? Now, here's the other thing. He said, candles? Candles? Oh, man. All right, let's see what everybody's got here. Adrian Kent in the comments section. Appreciate you, my friend. We got Lazy Zoltan. He says hi all, and he's dropping bombs in the comments section. You guys all better step it up, because him and Caffeinated Crypto are coming in here with coffee and bombs, and R. Gilbert's always coming in here with the jokes, baby. Or email them out. I don't want to email them out. I'd rather just have people, I mean, you can put your email in on the website, but just download the tools, right? We got Adrian Kent. He says, yes, I want that. We've got LD. He says, yes, I want that. He's got a Porsche. He's got a Porsche on his profile picture. Lazy Zoltan wants it. This person's name always gets me. Buamio! Buamio says he wants it. Wrapped B&B wants me to show my systems folder so he can hack me. We want Mac Barbie says, can you look at Pepe? Some of that Pepe. Yeah, we can look at that. And then Lazy Zoltan is confused at candles. So let's get back to the charts, man. So if we break out here, we got to get through this. Okay, that's first and foremost. Then in order for us to get into an uptrend, we got to take out this previous high. We got to take out these previous swing highs, which we got a long ways to go in order to do that. All right. Now, I mean, I wish there was like an inverted head and shoulders that I could show you, but honestly, this inverted head and shoulders is absolutely horrendous. Like, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's not great. It is there, but it's not great. So this could break out though. I've seen worse charting patterns play out, but I've also seen them not play out. So let's just call it a day and say, if this were to break out again, remember your confirmation candles. This could be taking you up to about $99,000. That would be the target on this inverted head and shoulders. That is not bad, actually. That is absolutely not bad. I would say 98.5. Let's call it 98.5 inverted head and shoulders, 1 hour, IH and S. 1 hour, boom, done. All right, let's take that off. I don't care about that at this point now. I don't think that either of these are really high probabilities of breaking out, but in any case, let's look at the other stuff that can help us confirm that, because we have regained the 50, the 200, the 100 moving average, and we're trending up from the 21 SMA and the 9, okay? Let's see. What's the 50 doing? Is it curling up over the 200? That would be a good sign. We bounced from the 200, regained everything. I mean, that's bullish. Okay, that is a bullish. Yeah, that's bullish. Okay, we like that. Let's look at the RSI. The RSI is it's starting to get into that overbought territory. I mean, it could take a while for it to get up here. Could you get all the way up here to the point of control, all the way up at $96,600 before you even see a dump? Yes. But is the dump potentially imminent? Yeah, I mean, as Tim Schwally would say, it is doing the Ricky Bobby. Ricky freaking Bobby, everybody. That is what Bitcoin is doing. Running around, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Now, we do have, let's see, do we have an upward sloping? I mean, kind of. But I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, we kind of have an upward, like an ascending wedge, right? Like this is not awesome, right? This is not what I would consider awesome. I think that looks a little bit better than the inverse head and shoulders and the cup and handle that are bullish patterns. This is a very bearish pattern. And you're reaching these like inflection points where it's about to intersect here. I mean, this thing could dump out, is my point. And also the bullish momentum. I mean, is there a bunch of bullish momentum? Not really. Money flow starting to come into the green. Momentum is trending downwards, as you can see from this peak to this peak. It's just, I don't know, man. I mean, this is no man's land. This is like where you don't want to be risking it for the biscuit, in my opinion. Now you come up here to $91,000. That's a good place to short. Okay. In my opinion, I'm not saying that you have to short here, but in my opinion, this would be a good place to short. And I would set my stop loss just outside of that, because if you hit here, here's what would happen. If you were to hit here and then fall, right, you're probably going to do that somewhere over here. Then you would be getting outside of this channel. So I would set my stop loss back inside of this, what would be now a pivot point. And then I would probably be targeting these lows, right? I would probably be targeting the $81,000 range. So let's set that up for you and show you exactly what that would look like, right? That would be a 5-6x risk to reward on that. Let's go and look at the other stuff that we were talking about the other day. Then we'll get back to Bitcoin. The one thing I do want to point out on Bitcoin, though, just so that everybody knows, is that we have to get above $91,000. Why? Why? How, Sway? And how in the heck are we going to do that, right?
Sway, you ain't got the answers, man.
Well, there's a problem that we just ran into, right? It's that, well, there's two problems. We keep banging off of the 200 moving average on the one-day chart, which is not awesome. You have a potential bearish divergence here. If you look at price right here, and then you look at the RSI, whoops, my bad. Hold on. Am I tripping? Nope, we don't have a bearish divergence. We're good. We're good. Okay, that's beautiful. We don't have a bearish divergence. That is actually good news. Do we have a bullish divergence, right? Where price is... No, we don't have that either. Do we have a hidden bearish divergence where price is making higher lows, but the RSI is making lower lows? This is not RSI. Nope, we don't. Okay, so there's no hidden bearish div. There's no divergence here. Okay, so that's the good news for you. So let's get all that stuff off. In my opinion, okay, we did reclaim the point of, or the value area low, but then immediately rejected from it, right? Which is why I gave you my confirmation candle tutorial just, earlier on in this video, right? We need to confirm a candle above this and then a secondary candle above it to reclaim this level, to start thinking about going back up to these highs, right? That's the bullish case scenario. You have to claim the $91,000 level on the one-day chart in order to start thinking about bullish nature, right? Now, if you don't and you get a rejection, this is where you're going to start thinking, I'm probably about to take out this 200 moving average, right? And that's where you're going to be thinking about some very, very bearish nature, and you're going to be looking down towards these levels, which if you've been watching this channel for long enough, you know what these levels are, and they are the proverbial dumpity dump zones, okay? The dumpity dump zone. And that could take you all the way down to about 77,000. Wow. Bow wow. So this is the place where you're going to have buying interest, okay? If you lose this 200, you need to hold this level right here from 73.6 all the way up to about 77.4. You have to hold this level and then bounce and reclaim the 200 moving average. This right here is where you would start buying altcoins. And then if you fell below that, that is where you don't want to be, right? That is where you would start wanting to stop out of your position, because this is the must hold demand zone. Once you get below $66,000, it is pretty much over with for the bull run or any potential altcoin season. Okay. So just know that, and we are going to get into some other charts really quick that are highly requested. Let me know what you want to see in the comments section. This person, Mac Barbie, says, give me some of that Pepe, baby. And then we got Van Herks, period. He said, I want to look at some of that pingo. Crypto conference macro on BTC. I don't know what that means. All right, let's look at the Pepe. Let's look at the Pepe first. El Pepe, not Hefe, Pepe, USD. What do we have this on? Do we have a chart on Pepe? I can't imagine that we have a chart on Pepe. I don't think anyone has requested this. Maybe we do. Crypto.com. Man, let's check Bybit. USDT. Come on, man. All right, whatever. This is what it is. All right, so let's pull a fib on Pepe. Oh, man. Crypto is such a weird place. I forgot to start the music. I apologize. I will start the music right damn now. Right now.
Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white vans. Thirsty, man. Damn. Daniel.
Damn, Daniel. Damn. Everybody's over there like, dude, where's the music, man? And they're looking like the real bros of Simi Valley sitting there.
Like, I'm feeling a little irked, or at least like irked adjacent, and then these guys bringing their bad vibes. Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
Not having a good time, man. Straight up not having a good time. Put that feel good techno on, man. Put it on, man. So here's what I'm seeing for Pepe. All right, you did get a nice little bounce here. I'm going to see if there's a bullish divergence here, where if we're setting lower lows right here and RSI setting higher highs, that is a textbook bullish divergence. Where's RSI? No. Let's just zoom in. I mean, technically, from a technical perspective, there's a bullish divvy here. There is a bullish divvy there. So that was good news for you whenever you hit the bottom, that biggity bottom, baby. So, I mean, there's a bullish divergence, and, you know, is this the move that happened? I mean, it went from, I mean, this price is so stupid, to 5 zeros, 630 up to 733. I mean, it pumped 20% off of the bearish div, or the bullish div, and then it rejected off of the 50, and now it's trying to claim it. It has claimed it. Good for you, Pepe. Look at you, bud. Look at you. So, okay. If you come back down here and you bullishly backtest this, you're going up, right? Where are you targeting? If Bitcoin is going up, okay? If Bitcoin goes down, you should not long this. Do not long this. If Bitcoin is going down. Bitcoin is the S&P, okay? Bitcoin is the market driver. Bitcoin is the big bro, proverbially speaking, of the cryptocurrency markets. If Bitcoin goes down, it will absolutely drag the market with it. If Bitcoin goes up, it will absolutely pump the market with it. If Bitcoin is the barometer of pretty much the entire ecosystem of crypto and the entire landscape and all the coins that make up crypto, then please watch what Bitcoin is doing. Because Bitcoin is at an indecision point, so I'm going to give you a potential long opportunity here, but please do this responsibly, because certain parameters have to be met before you get into this long position. Namely, the first one being Bitcoin's got to be pumping. Now, all right, let's get it. That was my public service announcement. I had to get that out of the way first and foremost. Okay, secondarily, here's the other issue that you're going to run into, right? You're going to have a very, very loose stop loss on this. You're only going to have a 1.5x risk to reward on it. Okay? I don't like this trade that much. Now, could you set your stop loss pretty friggin' tight under the 50 moving average, under this swing low? Yes, you could. You would have a 7x risk to reward. Your likelihood of getting stopped out here is high, okay? Your likelihood of getting stopped out here is less likely, much less likely, okay? But be that as it is, I do not like to risk a bunch of money on meme coins. You do whatever you want. Now, here's the other things that you have to take into account. So first off, we know that we need to get a bullish back test of this and a bounce, right? Secondarily, we know that big old BTC, baby, that big old big daddy Bitcoin, man, has to be going up, brother. We're gonna buy us some Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin needs to be going up, so that's your second parameter. Third, you need to not lose the 50 moving average. That is your third parameter. Fourth, after we bounce, you have this resistance to get through. the 100 moving average. You have the 0.382. You have the 0.5. You have the 200 moving average, and then you can finally get to your price target. And if you hit the 0.618, that was a previous catch point right here where it got caught up. As you can see on these 3 candles right here, that is a good place to start taking profits. Now, could you still take profits up here? Still take profits up here? Absolutely, you could. You're getting a little rounded bottom. Okay, great. That's looking good. Nothing else need to be said. Nothing else to see here. That is my bias on that. But again, if Bitcoin, the bitty Bitcoin, that big dog Bitcoin, man, that thing starts dumping, dude, you gotta short this thing. You have got to short this thing. Do not get married to a coin. Do not get married to a coin, Barbie. Okay? Look at that. You've got your resistance. It's going to meet it at the 0.618 right there. That's your downward sloping channel, right? Let's see if there's a trend channel on this. Pretty much. There you go. I mean, you're in a downward sloping trend channel. This is favoring upside, but you're overextended from it. This was your real entry. You can enter here, but just be safe. Be safe. Be cool. Nobody moves. Nobody gets hurt. Everybody be cool. Everybody be cool when trading meme coins. Let me holster this thing. All right, sorry about that. I did not mean to draw down on you on the stream. I got a little excited. I apologize. All right. What else we got? I am from Ghana, and Bwamio means help out, which is what you are doing. We love you. Much love, man. I appreciate that. That's very wholesome, actually. That's very wholesome. I will try not to, I will remember that, and I will try not to make a mockery of the name from here on out. Even though I will say it in an exciting manner. Let's go to the Pangu, to the Pangu, to the Pangu. What just happened? Pangu, Pangu, we love the Pangu, the pudgy penguins. What do we have the Pangu on? Pangu. It's got to be Binance or Bybit. Dude, I know we have the Pangu. Am I on the right street, like template? Yes, I am. Yesterday we had a problem with the templates. Where is the Pangu? Oh, come on. Give me a break, man. Can I just throw me a friggin' bone here, TradingView? I know we have a chart on Pangu because I've been doing that Pangu voice for many, many streams. That is a thing on this channel. The Pangu, the Pangu. Crypto.com? Come on, man. Give me something. I don't want to have to redo my whole chart. Kraken? Come on. Get out of here. Throw me a friggin' bone here. It's Mexi. Mexi. This is demoralizing. Come on. Big it. We're just going to start a new chart. We're just going to start a new chart on the Pangu, the Pangu. We're going to do Binance. Okay? That's what we're going to do. I mean, I ain't going to lie to you, man. Like Jeezy said, I ain't going to hold you. All right, this thing looks absolutely horrendous, dog. I don't know why on earth. Man, Van Herks, bro. Or woman. Brother or sister. Or non-binary person. Whatever you decide that you want to be. Right? I feel for you on this. Can it go back to 4.5 cents? Dog, that's a 7x from here. Woo, man. I mean, at this point, you have like limited downside. I would just keep holding it. But let's do the TA on it. Zoom in. Man, I feel for you on this. I really do. Just copy this. This thing's wrecked. I mean, they have some really cool, funny memes and stuff like that on Facebook or whatever. I've seen them, you know, doing their thug thizzle. Doing the thug thizzle. I mean, you're in a downward sloping trend channel. Can it go back to $4.04 or 4.5 cents? Dude, unlikely. Not likely. Not anytime soon. So let's just pull the fib. From the top, that is not a fib. I mean, here's the good news, dude. You're at the bottom. I mean, it can get worse from here. Don't get me wrong. It absolutely can get worse. But, dude, you have to have a full... you bought the top, dude. You bought the top, the tippy top, the toppity top. It's got to have a full retracement. It's got to get through hella levels. Like, first and foremost, it's got to get through this swing high at 0.9 cents. Then it's got to get through 1.16 cents. Then it's got to get through 1.4. Then it's got to get through the 0.236, which is at 1.6 cents. It's got to get through the 0.382. Then it's got to get through this 0.5 and this swing high at 2.7 cents. Dude, you got a lot of work to do, man. You got a lot of work to do. What I would do is I would manage this position in some way. Like, I would try to figure places where I could enter long positions, right, to bring my dollar cost average down, right? So somewhere, something like this, somewhere similar to here, and see if you can ride it up to previous swing highs, right? And I'll zoom in and show you what I'm talking about. So, I mean, like, here was your entry. This was a great entry, but, you know, your real entry is probably going to be like somewhere over here, right? That's going to be your best bet at a shot at an entry. And then just riding it up to the top end of this trend channel. I mean, what is that? Risk to reward style. It's a 3x risk to reward. I mean, you're going to get through the 50, the 100, and the 200. At that point, you're probably going to break through these highs, and then you can start targeting these other highs over here. I mean, I would just be managing this position. I would be swing trading the crap out of this. I would be hitting it up and then taking it down, right? So, like, look at this. For example, I mean, this is something that somebody would charge you for. What I'm about to give you is something that most people would charge you $1,000 to figure out, but I'm going to give it to you for free here on this stream. If you really did buy at 4.6 cents and it's down here at 66/100ths of a cent, like, you're absolutely wrecked. I get it. Here's how you fight your way back from that, okay? Because there is good news on that front. Let me get this fib retracement off it. So here's where you buy, right? You buy here, and I'm just going to do this like really haphazardly, right? I'm going to do it with a bunch of chicken scratch. You buy here, you come up here, right? You hit this, you know, whatever, or maybe you hit the top end of the trend channel, you sell it all and you flip, right? And then you ride it back down, you know, to the bottom end of the trend channel, you flip again, you ride it back up, you flip again, you ride it back down, you flip again. Or if it breaks through a level, you keep holding that long. Dude, I mean, you just got to, like, in my opinion, if you want to make your money back, your money's not going to be made back by holding. It's going to be by getting in there and trading the crap out of it. Sometimes you got to get dirty. Sometimes you got to roll those sleeves up, baby, and just get grimy with it, with those nasty, filthy levels. And you got to hit it and just hit it and hit it. And you got to ride it up, and then you got to flip and short it down. And then you got to flip and ride it back up, and then flip and short it down. And slowly that is going to whittle away the loss that you are in right now. You might not be able to whittle away the full loss, but what it will also help you do is ensure that you are bringing your dollar cost average on those coins down substantially. So if your dollar cost average is at 4.6 cents, and say you're doubling your position down here at 66/100ths of a cent, you are going to chop that dollar cost average in half. Now you're at about like 2.8 cents on your dollar cost average. See what I'm saying? And then you take a bunch of scalp longs and shorts as you can at these key levels that you're seeing on the screen right now. and you kind of bing bong it, and then you wait for the breakout and your break even point, and then you get out at your break even point and then try to ride the rest risk free into profits if you feel like you want to continue holding from there. So that is something I could go way further in depth on that, but that's not the point of this stream. But that is something that I promise you, no one's going to tell you how to fight and claw your way back on a 90% loss for free. But I just did, right? And that's what I do. That's why I just like to give the people what they want, baby. This is gladiator status stuff. This is the Roman Colosseum. And everybody shows up, okay? For a reason, okay? You know about me, you know I'm Italian, you know I love Aquapana, okay? Love that Aquapana water. Straight from the bosom of Italia herself. Let's see what everybody else got in the comment section. Could the news out of Trump's crypto conference move BTC positively? Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing, man. I'm not gonna put anybody on blast here. I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not going to say anything for real. What happened when Trump tweeted and we saw that big parabolic move? I know something from behind the scenes from a very credible person that is in with a certain circle, that they knew that this was going to happen, right? And it was all orchestrated. We'll just put it like that. And that happened, and you saw what happened, right? So could there be a pump? Absolutely. Market manipulation at its finest, using social clout at its finest. Absolutely, there could be a pump. Is there going to be? Not 100% sure. I do not know, okay? Let's see what happened with Cardano. Okay, so when were we talking about Cardano? Yesterday? Did we set up any types of trades? Okay, so the long... Okay, so we set up the long. Okay, so yeah, you would be in a pretty decent amount of profit so far on that long, right? But I did say that you could short. Oh, wait, no, these are the old trades. Yeah, I mean, the long's playing out pretty well. It's getting caught up at that pivot point resistance, right? That pivot point all the way back here, right? And then you got a second resistance pivot point from way back here, right? The swing highs. I mean, this could be a good place to take profits. You know, this could be a good place to take profits. You trail your stop loss up, and now you are break even no matter what. I would actually put my stop loss under this 100 moving average, and you're guaranteed to make money here, right? So, I mean, that Cardano trade that we gave yesterday, that played out. If Bitcoin goes down from here, I mean, this is what's going to happen. To be honest with you, Cardano is probably going to go down here. Just under this 200 moving average, probably going to come down here to this catch point. My guess is it'll actually probably come down to here. And take back all the gains that everybody just made on those leveraged longs that people are doing. So my bias on Cardano as it sits right now is there's only two trades, right? You do not long here. The move has already been made. Okay, that move has already been made. You longed down here whenever I told you to in the previous stream, right? You short here and you short here, right? And if you short here, you place your stop loss above these swing highs. Okay, and that's it. And that's the all-time high, probably. No, it's not the all-time high, but you get where I'm going with it. It is the swing high from this range. Yeah. Right, the hoodie, man. So that's funny question. This is my dog right here too. This is my guy. He's literally taller than anybody that you know. He's the tallest person in the world. It's kind of frustrating. But anyways, in any case, I used to sell these hoodies on my website because everybody, like, at first when I came out with them, everybody was like, yo, I want one of the hoodies. I want one of the hoodies. And then no one bought them. I got like 4 sales and I was like, I put in so much work for this. It flopped so hard. So we took it all down. It wasn't worth keeping up because we didn't. And the craziest part is like, I need to be more greedy because I don't charge for shit. Okay, pardon my French. I give away all this free game. I'm willing to give away all of these like resources and stuff like that. I give away all this stuff for free, right? I gave away, these were at cost. I wasn't even making $1 on these when they sold, and still they didn't sell. It was kind of funny. It's kind of hilarious. So I need to start charging for stuff, or making money off of it, right? But you know, in any case, whatever. This is what we're seeing on Cardano. Okay, so watch out for a short position up here as well. So I can say this range right here, this little range right there, not there, right here. This is where you would want to be shorting. Okay. And if you come down here and you confirm below this, this is also where you'd want to short. But I think this is a risky short, so I wouldn't necessarily be shorting there. I'd be wanting more to short up here. So actually, we're just going to take that off. We're just going to cancel that. Cancel it! This is where we would want to short. I'd probably target the 200 moving average on this for a 3.6x risk to reward ratio right here at these swing lows. I'd be good with that. That'd be an awesome trade. Especially considering this this long is killing it right now, right? But I would be taking profits on this long right here. Just saying, I would actually already be taking profits. I'd probably take 50% off the table right here. Solana, we need to see Solana. Okay, so you would have gotten, nope, you never got your confirmation candle under here. Okay, so you would not have gotten your entry. Okay, you would not have gotten your entry. So the short position that we gave you, it's still in play, but you haven't received a chance to enter. Why? How, Sway? You ain't got the answers? You ain't been doing the education.
I've been doing this more than you. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
I've been doing the education. I've been doing this more than you. All right. So here's why you would not have entered here. Because you never got a confirmation below here, right? Technically, could you have gotten a confirmation over here? Yeah, potentially. But, you know, you never really got a move down, right? So you would have been looking for your entry right here, but it reversed immediately, went right back up to the 0.382, which would essentially nullify this trade, right? So now you're looking for it to come back down here, confirm. Now, once it confirms, yes, you could have entered right here if you really wanted to, and you would definitely be getting stopped out. But here's why coming all the way up here nullifies this trade, right? Why does it nullify this trade? Because now your stop loss is going to have to be set so freaking much higher that this risk to reward no longer makes sense now. So you would not want to take this trade whenever you're getting all the way over here. Now, if this would have happened over here, yes, you would have taken that trade because you would have set your stop loss right here. You would have a 3.5x risk to reward ratio. Or, you know, you could have set your stop loss up here to be super safe and still had a 2.4x risk to reward. But here, this trade no longer makes sense because you got to set this stop loss so far outside of this 0.236 or 0.382 and this new swing high, it doesn't make sense anymore. So in my opinion, now on Solana, I would be looking for a long, okay? I would be more looking for a long to come down here and say, okay, are we going to get the bullish back test of this, right? Because now you have the breakout. You had your breakdown here, but you have your confirmed breakout. This 50 is starting to curl up. This 50 is probably going to come up here and intersect the 0.236 fib level, right? So if you come down there, this is going to be your trade, right? And again, if this is Bitcoin's pumping, you bullishly backtest it, you start to blast. You're targeting the 0.5 first, then you're targeting the 0.618. It's a very simple trade. It's very easy, right? 155, 161, you can start taking profits at the 0.382. You're going to have to get through the 100 moving average, which is curling up, which will be your resistance right here. If you get through that, dude, I would be targeting the 0.236 or the 0.618. Sorry about that. So yeah, I mean, this could be a good trade, but again, Bitcoin's got to be going up in order for us to do this. Okay. So obviously keep your eyes on the barometer, which is that big daddy Bitcoin, man. That Bitcoin, brother. That big old Bitcoin, man. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So you've got your short entry on XRP. Okay. If Bitcoin starts, I would set this stop loss tighter, to be honest with you. I would set the stop loss tighter because if Bitcoin starts pumping, XRP is going to rip. I would set this stop loss incredibly tight. I would set it outside of these swing highs right here, these wick highs, these 1, 2, 3, 4 wick highs. I would set it outside of that because you do have your entry here. And then now, you know, like I said, if Bitcoin starts pumping, you're probably going to get stopped out of this position at like literally the most minimal loss ever, but you will get stopped out. Secondarily, if Bitcoin starts pumping and you flip this, because now you've regained all these moving averages, my bias would be, I would actually want to enter a schlong here. So if I am already in a short here, what I would immediately do here, this is just my opinion, and you can do whatever you want, if it, like, honestly, but this is the safest bet, okay? You then take, because it's right at your entry anyways, right? You also take a schlong here, right? And then you set your stop loss right out here, right? And then you take your long entry and you target probably this 0.786 fib now, right? Because now you're above the 50 moving average, and I'll show you what I mean. You're above the 50, you're above the 100, you're above the 200 and the 21 and the 9 moving average here. So if you come up here, right? Or if you come even down here, you could exit your short position and flip long there. So there's two different trades that you can make here, right? I'm assuming that you're in the short here, right? Because I gave you that short yesterday. Now, if you enter this long position, you would be whipping out your schlong, baby, on a Wednesday, okay? The short and the long at the same time. You would set your short position to stop out very quickly, and then you would set your long position to stop out down here outside of the 0.236, because you would be losing all of these moving averages right here if you actually stopped out. You would lose the 9, the 21, the 50, and the 2 and the 100. And then if you lost the 0.236 level, what's likely to happen is you're probably going to lose 200. Or you could bounce from the 200, but it's more likely that you would lose it because you would get into a downtrend. And let's look at the RSI. RSI is just kind of right in the middle. There's nothing that you can extrapolate from that, but you do have the stochastics getting a little bit overbought here. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, I would be opening a schlong here. I would want to be non-directional. And then once you stop out, say Bitcoin pumps, once you stop out here, all of this is now profit, right? And if, you know, Bitcoin dumps, then guess what? You stop out here and then all of this is profit. It's that simple. What else did we look at yesterday? XRP, Cardano, Solana. I don't remember. Sui, maybe? He said, I'm a 2X extra long, man. Extra long. What you thinking about Jupiter? I mean, we can see if we can pump to the moons of Jupiter, but we gotta get Lazy Zoltan his TA real quick. I mean, honestly, you know, Sui's looking good. Sui's looking good. Here's the only thing that you're gonna run into. There's no bearish divergence there. That's good. You're starting to get overheated on the Stokes. Not awesome. Stokes probably have a bearish divergence on the Stokes. It's probably going to be a pullback. You know, let's see if we hit. I think we probably hit the 0.382 here. I'm going to take all this stuff off my chart really quick. We probably hit the 0.382. I'm pretty lethal with these, just eyeballing it, but my guess we probably hit the... Well, I think we probably hit the 0.382. I'm pretty lethal with this now. I'm getting pretty decent at it. I would look for a rejection at this 0.5 level. Again, if Bitcoin dumps, this will dump. If Bitcoin pumps, this will pump, right? But this would be my guess on what could be potentially happening on some Sui. I would set my stop loss out here. I'd be targeting these swing low. 3.5 risk to reward ratio on that. And secondarily, I mean, if you really want to be safe about this, if you really, really, truly want to be safe about this, you wait until you hit the top end of this trend channel. Where's the trend channel? This parallel channel, you wait until you hit the top of it and you short at $2.92. And then you just set your stop loss just outside of it or above these previous swing highs. That's it. Now, say you come back down here, right? Say Bitcoin dumps out, you do get that target, boom. This is where you would want along, right? But you're also breaking market structure. Well, you're continuing market structure to the downside because you have your swing low here, you have your lower high. Then if you came down here, you would also be setting a lower low. So just think about those things. Sui's not looking terrible, but it's also not looking like super awesome, I would say. Let's look at the 1 day on Sui. I don't know, man. Actually, now that I look at this, I mean, this thing might be primed for a bounce, baby. I mean, this is looking good, Lazy Zoltan. I mean, this thing's got some serious, redonkulous, baby, support right here. So, yeah, this thing might be primed for a move, right? But you got to take out $2.91. You got to take out $2.91. Why? Because it's 200 moving average on the 1 day chart. That's what it comes down to. Let's go back. Yeah, $2, and look where $2.91 is. The top end of this trend channel. Yeah, dude, I mean, maybe, yeah, I mean, there's no trade right at this second because the real trade was obviously here, right? And I bet you there was probably like some type of bullish divergence. Oops, my bad. What am I doing? Go back. Okay. I mean, we got to get a media asset up for this, but I think you guys know what I'm about to do.
Barely. But I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent. I'm legally blind. I can see. Barely.
Barely. So there's barely a bullish divergence here, which is good for you. But did the bullish divergence already play out and you're going to get a rejection at the 100 or the 200 moving average? I think you're at an impasse right now. I would not be taking, this was your long entry, right? When that bearish or bullish divergence was confirmed and you were at the lowest you'd been, you set a new low here. I mean, and let's see what the volume was at that point. Yeah, I mean, you had a decent volume spike at that point. Yeah. I mean, this thing could rip. I mean, this thing could rip. Where did I say the support was from the 1 day chart? $2.37, man. $2.37. And you tagged it. I mean, you tagged it. Like, yeah, that's that. Anybody pay attention to my gold analysis at all? I don't know. We'll see. Did anybody pay attention to the cup and handy? Because we got the breakout on the cup and handy right damn now. Right damn now. If we close this candle up here, guess what? We got a breakout on a friggin' cup and handle that is taking us up to, yes, you guessed it, my friends, $2,986. Almost $3,000. 3 grizzly, right? 3 whole tickets on gold per ounce. So, watch out. This could be your entry, right? This could be your entry. If this confirms here, you want to see a bullish back test of this, boom, that's your entry. Bam. That's if you're not already in the absolutely legendary position that I told you to get into days ago. Right? Got an 82.5% win rate on gold inside the verified investing advanced trader insights community. Where's that Drew Wolfer verified whatever page? Ooh, look at that guy. Look at that guy. It's like this. It's right next to my head. What do you want to do? About Jupiter, we don't have time for Jupiter, man. Actually, let's do Jupiter. Just entered at $2.40. Sultan, I told you there's no trade right now, man. He's like, oh, okay. You did not just enter just now. You're saying you entered along at $2.40 a while back. Good. You got a good entry, man. You got a good entry because you got within 12 cents of the serious level support. Legendary trade, my friend. Legendary trade. Let's see if Jupiter is going to the moons of Jupiter. Oh, look at that. It's almost like Drew was right all over again. Dude's an animal. Gave you a short entry here. This was a long time ago. And bam, it hits the profit target. Exactly. Okay, cool. We know we won that trade. Good job. What are we doing now? I mean, this thing's nasty. Delete this. I would extend this out. This is a pivot point. This is also going to be resistance. Nah, I don't like that anymore. That thing's gone. Out of here. All right. I mean, it came close to hitting there. That's like a kiss. These are definitely hits. That's a pierce. Yeah, I mean, this thing's nasty, man. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Pull a fib. Tell you where it could go. I don't like this one. I don't like it. Rejection at the 0.236. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Yep. Rejection of the 0.236. You got the 50 curling down. You got the 100 that just crossed below the 200. This thing's got downside. It is getting a rounded bottom. I will say that. It is getting a rounded bottom right here. And you know how we like our bottoms. We like our bottoms round. We like our bottoms plump, baby. We like them rounded bottoms, right? Could you be getting kind of like an inverse head and shoulders here? Yes, you could. I mean, this could be taking you up to about the 0.382. I mean, you have hit support here 3 times. I mean, this could be a long position from here, from 62 cents, 62.38, 62.4 cents. It's worth a shot, is my point. And then I would set my stop loss right down here. Where's my longs? I mean, this is ill-advised, man. Like, I do not advise doing this, especially if Bitcoin goes down. Means that almost 3x risk to reward. You can take the shot if you want. My bias is this, though. I would rather be entering this position. Shorting it and targeting the lows. I mean, you got 2 different positions here. If your thesis is that crypto is going up, this is your shot, right? This is your shot because you're at the lowest that you're going to be for a very long time. But if your thesis is you're not sold that Bitcoin is going up and you're still in a holding pattern like I'm thinking we are until we get a couple of confirmations and we get a confirmation candle above 91,000, then I would stay away from this long. Okay. Not everything has a trade. Right? But if you do see this pump, it will be coming up probably here to the 0.382 because that's where the 100 is going to intersect and the 200 is going to intersect. Okay. And then if you get through that, I mean, it's pumpage city from there. Like you're going up to probably 81 cents to the 0.786 fib because this 50 would start curling. The 200 and the 100 would start acting as support, right? And that's where you would start to see, you know, catching a leg up. And if you look, I mean, this thing's been trending down since forever. So, I mean, you do with that information whatever you want, man. Is it raining outside? Florida, man. Man, Bitcoin's having a nice little problem here. Let's see if it's trying to break out of this cup and handy. It's trying. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to break out of the cup and handle. You got to get above like $90,500. I mean, you got to close a daily candle above 91 grand. That's my point, right? I'll think about it. I mean, you know, I'll think about when to open up a Discord. I don't know, man. I got to get around to it. I got to get a lot of people that actually want it too, right? For it to make sense from a time perspective, which is why I always tell people like, yo, if you want this stuff, you got to tell me, because if I don't get enough people that want these as free resources, I ain't going to do it. So yeah, I mean, you guys tell me in the comments section below if you want me to create like a Discord server where we can have everybody come in and we can do TA in there and stuff like that. And then obviously the community will be there to support each other in their own TA journeys and things of that sort. Plus, I know for a fact that I would have to have some seriously good moderators in there, because there's going to be so many scammers that come into groups like that. I'm trying to sell them or, you know, rip people off. So you got to be very cognizant of that. So that's time commitment. But I'll do what I can. In any case, I appreciate everybody for showing up. We will see what happens with Bitcoin. I honestly am not going to do anything until I see what happens with this cup and handle, until I see what happens at 91K, or until I see, you know, what's going on with these moving averages you're seeing like right up there. Right. And see if they continue to curl upwards. And if that's the case and we reclaim 91K, the bull run could be on. Until then, you know, it's, you know, if we lose all of those levels, in my opinion, 77 to 74K is kind of like your bare minimum, like bottom. And then, you know, we could see some pumpage from there. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody for showing up. If you're here from Twitter, scroll up, hit the friggin' follow button, man. I appreciate you. Obviously, if you're here from YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Boom, baby. Bang on that notification bell. Throw it from the hip. Make sure you rotate your hips so you get a little bit of power behind it. And I will see you in the next video. Everybody have a good day. Peace.